Lust Behind Closed Doors, 7 Unfaithful Wife Films from the 2000s. So today, let's dive into 7 films from the 2000s where wives crossed the line. Number 6. Chloe, 2009, director Adam Egoyan. Chloe is the kind of film that makes you feel uneasy from the very first scene. Julianne Moore plays Catherine, a successful doctor who suspects her husband, played by Liam Neeson, of cheating. But instead of confronting him, she hires a young escort named Chloe, played by Amanda Seyfried, to test his faithfulness. Now, on paper, this already sounds like a recipe for disaster. But Egoyan takes it to another level. Chloe doesn't just flirt with the husband, she starts seducing Catherine herself. Suddenly, the wife who thought she was in control of the situation is spiraling into obsession, jealousy, and blurred attraction. What makes Chloe fascinating is that it isn't just about a cheating husband. It's about Catherine's midlife insecurities, her fear of losing her desirability, and the dangerous consequences of playing with fire. Seyfried delivers one of her most captivating performances. Vulnerable one moment, manipulative the next. The film asks a chilling question. When you invite deception into your marriage, can you really control where it leads? Spoiler, you can't. Chloe is erotic, psychological, and unsettling. The kind of infidelity drama that leaves you thinking long after the credits roll. Number 5. Little Children, 2006, director Todd Field. If Chloe is about obsession, Little Children is about suffocation. Kate Winslet plays Sarah, a housewife who feels trapped in the monotony of suburban life. The daily routine of laundry, playdates, and gossiping neighbors is slowly suffocating her. Enter Brad, played by Patrick Wilson, a stay-at-home dad who's just as restless, just as dissatisfied, and just as desperate for something more. Their affair doesn't begin with fireworks. It starts quietly, almost naturally, like two people who recognize themselves in each other. But soon it blossoms into something passionate, reckless, and impossible to hide. What makes this film so powerful is its honesty. It doesn't glamorize the affair, it exposes it. The characters aren't just looking for sex, they're looking for meaning, for escape, for a reminder that they're still alive. Winslet and Wilson deliver heartbreaking performances, making us root for them even as we know they're heading for disaster. The title, Little Children, isn't just about the kids in the story. It's about the adults too, grown-ups behaving like children, chasing instant gratification, running from responsibility. By the end, the film forces you to face a painful truth. When adults play with desire like it's a game, everyone gets hurt. Number 4. Closer, 2004, director Mike Nichols. If Little Children is a quiet storm, Closer is a full-blown emotional hurricane. Directed by Mike Nichols, this stylish drama throws us into the tangled love lives of 4 people: Julia Roberts, Jude Law, Natalie Portman, and Clive Owen, and lets us watch them tear each other apart. This isn't your typical "oops, I cheated" story. Closer is about the lies we tell, the manipulations we play, and the damage we cause when honesty and lust collide. Roberts' character cheats on her partner with Jude Law's, while Portman and Owen's characters get dragged into the wreckage. The dialogue is razor-sharp, adapted from Patrick Marber's stage play, and it cuts deep. Some of the confrontations, especially Clive Owen's devastating monologues, are raw enough to leave you squirming. What's fascinating about Closer is how clinical it feels. It doesn't romanticize love. It dissects it. Watching it is like sitting in on therapy sessions where everyone is brutally honest and no one leaves unscathed. It's sexy, cynical, and brutally real. A film that makes you question whether anyone can truly be faithful in a world where desire is always shifting. Number 3. We Don't Live Here Anymore, 2004, director John Curran. This film doesn't shout, it whispers. Based on stories by Andre Dubus, We Don't Live Here Anymore follows 2 married couples whose lives become entangled in betrayal. The cast, Laura Dern, Naomi Watts, Mark Ruffalo, and Peter Krause, delivers quiet, devastating performances that feel almost too real. Unlike Closer, which thrives on sharp dialogue, this film thrives on silence. Glances across the room, awkward dinners, long pauses that say more than words ever could. The affairs here don't feel glamorous, they feel heavy, like a burden the characters can't shake. What's striking is how painfully ordinary these people are. They're not monsters. They're not villains. They're just flawed human beings trying to fill the emptiness inside them, even if it means breaking the people they love most. The film is slow, yes, but deliberately so. It mirrors the suffocating pace of a failing marriage and the heavy weight of choices you can't take back. It's one of the most underrated infidelity dramas of the decade, and it deserves more attention than it got. Number 2, The Other Man, director Richard Eyre. Now here's a different spin on the infidelity story, one that adds mystery and suspense. In The Other Man, Laura Linney plays Lisa, a woman hiding an affair from her husband, Peter, played by Liam Neeson. When Peter discovers clues about her secret lover, Ralph, Antonio Banderas, he becomes obsessed with uncovering the truth. What sets this film apart is the detective-like element. Peter doesn't just confront Lisa, he investigates her. He follows the trail, hunts for evidence, and even seeks out the other man himself. What he finds isn't just betrayal, it's a completely different version of the woman he thought he knew. The movie asks a chilling question. Do we ever really know the people we're married to? Or are we just clinging to the versions of them we want to believe in? It's less about the heat of the affair and more about the wreckage it leaves behind. Neeson gives a deeply vulnerable performance, showing us a man consumed by jealousy and grief, while Banderas brings charm and danger in equal measure. Number 1. Unfaithful, director Adrian Lyne. We can't talk about unfaithful wife films of the 2000s without ending on Unfaithful. Directed by Adrian Lyne, the master of erotic thrillers, Fatal Attraction, Indecent Proposal, this film is perhaps the decade's defining story of infidelity. Diane Lane stars as Connie, a suburban wife whose seemingly perfect life unravels after she meets Paul, a younger, irresistibly charming man played by Olivier Martinez. What begins as a casual fling quickly turns into a dangerous obsession. Lane's performance is extraordinary. She captures every shade of Connie's journey, the thrill of passion, the crushing guilt, the fear of losing everything. She earned an Academy Award nomination, and rightly so. Few performances in the genre feel this raw and believable, but Unfaithful isn't just about sex, it's about the consequences, the lies, the heartbreak, and eventually the tragedy that comes when you push too far. Richard Gere, playing the betrayed husband, delivers one of his most restrained and heartbreaking performances. By the end, the film leaves you shaken, questioning how one moment of weakness can shatter an entire family. It's erotic, suspenseful, and devastating. Everything an infidelity drama should be. Looking back, these 7 films from the 2000s prove that infidelity isn't just a scandalous plot device. It's a mirror. They show us the loneliness that hides in perfect marriages, the risks people take for a taste of passion, and the devastation that follows when trust is broken.